Welcome to demo of Persistent Systems Limited's Cloud Assessment Tool, an application that allows you to assess and categorize an application's suitability for migration to the Force.com platform. We will now demonstrate end-to-end functionality of the tool for a sample set of applications which have been discovered from our enterprise infrastructure. When we talk about suitability of an application for the cloud, we need to take two different angles into consideration. 1. The actual usage pattern of the application, and 2. The business drivers or constraints defined for the application. This tool looks at the assessment from both these angles. To understand the usage pattern of an application, the tool works with an external discovery and monitoring tool which sits in an enterprise, collecting usage metrics or performance data for all the discovered applications. Such tools typically have a server agent-based architecture where the server's data store has all these usage metrics data available. Our tool can work with such a server's database, extract usage data for a defined time frame, store it within its own data store and use it for analysis to understand the usage pattern of the application. For the business score, this tool has an inbuilt set of questions which analyze the business aspects of the application. So let us get started. Here we can see the list of discovered applications within the enterprise. It also shows some details about every application like the platform, services and hosts it runs on. This is where the tool integrates with Salesforce's Platform Portfolio Manager to leverage the PPM validation scores. This will open up the Platform Portfolio Manager tool where one can enter detailed information about each application regarding its criticality, complexity, security requirements, SLAs, etc. It will generate a validation score based on these inputs. Here is where the PPM validation score is retrieved from the Platform Portfolio Manager tool. The PPM scores can be retrieved for every discovered application as long as corresponding application entries exist in the Platform Portfolio Manager tool. For example, if we want to fetch or see the score for the ERP application, we can do that here as well. On this page we can see intermediate application scores getting calculated based on the monitoring data that was captured and the analyzed usage patterns. For example, here, we look at the database activity of an application and the peak usage levels observed for the application during the selected time duration. The tool gives a score from 0 to 10 for each application for each pattern. All discovered applications are grouped together based on their scores for easy visualization. The green slice shows the applications which get a score above 7 on this scale to indicate a higher level of suitability for migration, based on this particular usage pattern. Additionally, there are more patterns like the increasing usage pattern and steady state pattern to capture the behavior of these applications. This is the tool's final page displaying the quadrant-based decision matrix. This provides a consolidated picture of the scores of all applications ranked on both the data points, namely the application usage level and the business score. The top right one contains the low-hanging fruit, which are the applications that seem suitable both from its workload usage pattern as well as the defined business factors. Similarly, the rest of the quadrants indicate different categories. It gives the detailed information of that application on the right, showing both the business score and application usage scores. It is also possible to view detailed usage data for any application. Here we can see the raw data and calculated peak-to-average ratios for different metrics available for this application. There is also some statistical logic inbuilt here by which we can exclude or include outliers observed in the usage pattern. This ensures that the peak-to-average ratios do not get skewed or disproportionate. By default, the timeline for this is set to 3 weeks, but this can be changed as desired. For example, we can change it to 2 weeks and the application usage scores will get recalculated based on the date range and the applications can be seen switching quadrants. This is due to the fact that the workload patterns in this date range are different from the earlier selection. This allows for a dynamic control over the assessment date selection. In addition to this, it is possible to customize the scoring by modifying the default weights to the inbuilt patterns. It is also possible to save a snapshot of the assessment quadrant as a HTML report for later reference, or toggle views between tabular and graphical for better user experience. Hope you have enjoyed this demo. Your feedback will help us make this application better. Thank you very much for your time.